here we go. WNBA's officials exposed blatantly cheating for Asia Wilson. I mean, this is blatant cheating. Brianna Stewart pissed off about it after the game, and she was had to speak to the media.
Welcome back. Anyone expecting a quiet weekend in the WNBA was completely wrong. Fans witnessed one of the craziest and most controversial weekends the league has seen in a long time. In Portland, the atmosphere felt like a battlefield as one player delivered a record-breaking performance while another faced non-stop boos from almost the entire arena and responded in the boldest way possible. At the same time, another game exploded into chaos after a shocking officiating decision in the final seconds. The matchup between the New York Liberty and the Las Vegas Aces ended in huge controversy, with Brianna Stewart openly criticizing the referees after the game. Many fans believe the officials protected Aya Wilson on the final play, while others argue the call was correct. Did the Liberty lose a real chance to tie the game and force overtime? We're breaking down every shocking moment. First, we head to Portland, where the Indiana Fever faced the Portland Fire in a game already surrounded by drama. Before tip-off, protesters gathered outside the arena over recent comments by Sophie Cunningham about transgender participation in women's sports. The tension was impossible to ignore, and the crowd made its feelings clear. The moment Cunningham checked into the game, loud boos echoed throughout the arena from every direction. The pressure was intense, and it looked like the entire building wanted her to fail. Most players would have struggled under that kind of hostile atmosphere, but Sophie Cunningham had a very different plan. Instead of backing down, everyone wondered how she would answer thousands of angry fans watching her every move.
And this is what you guys do. Come on, man. The fix is in. They are just trying to give Asia Wilson everything at this point. They are literally trying to give her everything. Jonquel Jones, no one on the Liberty is close to her with the ball. Look at that. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. WNBA refs. I want an investigation. Okay? Enough is enough. Like, the cheating has to stop. She's a great player without the refs being in her back pocket. That's just how I feel. She's a great enough player without having the refs in her back pocket. And of course, let me see. She shoots another 11 free throws. I mean, the girl shoots 11, 12, 13, 14 free throws a game. She's getting calls like this. Brianna Stewart, not happy about it in the post.
Instead of backing down, Sophie Cunningham turned the hostile crowd into motivation. Just moments after checking into the game and hearing non-stop boos, she caught the ball, squared up, and buried a huge three-pointer to give Indiana a 14-point lead. She never looked nervous or let the crowd get inside her head. In fact, she seemed to play with even more confidence as the boos grew louder. By the end of the game, Cunningham scored an important 13 points and helped the Fever stay in complete control. But while she was silencing the crowd, Caitlin Clark was putting on a performance that looked straight out of the history books. Right now, Clark is playing at a level that almost no team can stop. Defenses keep trying different strategies, but nothing seems to work once she takes control of the game.
Once that third quarter rolled around, Stephanie White said, "Hey, slow it down, man. We got to get Kelsey Mitchell this 20-point game real quick." And Kelsey Mitchell just kept shooting until she got that 20-point. We have to keep the streak alive. Oh, boy. Caitlin Clark with her fourth career triple-double. 26 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell, 13 straight games with 20-plus points, tied with Diana Taurasi for the second longest streak. She is now looking at Asia Wilson. She has a good amount of games to go to get the Asia Wilson 20-point game streak. But Kelsey Mitchell, she is on her way there. Before we get into the highlights, let's check the box score. Like I said, Indiana Fever came out hot, 27 points in the first quarter, 29 points in the second quarter, 34 points in the third quarter, and that fourth quarter rolls around. Woo! That fourth quarter rolled around. I did think in that fourth quarter, Caitlin Clark we were triple-double hugged. We were triple-double hugged. She could have had 30. She could have had an easy 35 if she wasn't triple-double hunting and looking for assists that Aaliyah Boston continued to pass up. Oh, wow. Great pass from Caitlin Clark to Aaliyah Boston. And Aaliyah Boston does a hockey assist to Kelsey Mitchell. Oh, nice pass. Caitlin Clark finding Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston gives the ball to Kelsey Mitchell. Yeah, we saw too many of that, especially in the second half. Kelsey Mitchell, 26 points on 21 shots.
Caitlin Clark's numbers made history once again. That triple-double was the fourth of her WNBA career, tying her with Sabrina Ionescu for the third most career triple-doubles in league history. What makes it even more unbelievable is that Clark reached the milestone in just 78 games. Her ability to score, rebound, pass, and control every possession is something rarely seen this early in a career. She also became the fastest player in WNBA history to reach both 1,500 career points and 650 assists, breaking a record previously held by legendary guard Sue Bird. Bird needed 116 games to reach those numbers, but Clark did it in only 78, smashing the record by 38 games.
Like, honestly, today, like, we lost, we lost by 5, and there's things that we could have done different, and there's calls that could have gone our way.
Yeah, there's definitely calls that could have gone your way. There's definitely, I saw a major call with that ref cheating that could have went your way. WNBA got to get it together, man.
But the fact that we were fighting, we were in it for 40 minutes, and it's hard to have like improvement off of a loss, but I want to say this is improvement because it's like we didn't have to dig ourselves out of a hole. We didn't have to like do all these things. We were just playing basketball. We were playing basketball against a good team, and they made more plays than us. And sometimes that's the way it goes. And now we move on and we look forward to Saturday.
Thanks, everyone.
Out of bounds in the fourth quarter. Did you have a good look on that?
Yeah, I did. So did Asia. She was walking back to half court.
With their.
Did you hear that? She said, so did Asia. She was walking back to half court. Crazy work, man. Crazy work.
Star power and scoring ability. You try to pick and choose where we think we can win some of the battles. And yeah, she didn't have a great first half, maybe scoring wise, but Young does. So this is a really tough team playing here, third time this season. We had a chance to win. We gave ourselves a chance, and I'm really happy with the way the group fought back, and we're pretty resilient. And again, we got a chance at that.
And then just your spark off the bench over there.
But the biggest story of the weekend wasn't just about great basketball, it was about a controversial referee decision that left fans furious. While the Indiana Fever dominated in Portland, the New York Liberty and Las Vegas Aces were battling in one of the most intense games of the season. The Aces escaped with a narrow 104-99 victory, but the final score wasn't what everyone was talking about. Instead, all the attention shifted to a shocking call in the closing seconds. With just 17.9 seconds left, Las Vegas held a slim 98-95 lead, giving New York one last chance to tie the game. Aya Wilson, who had already put up a huge performance with 33 points and 10 rebounds, drove hard to the basket against Jonquil Jones. During the play, Wilson appeared to lose the ball, and many fans believed it clearly went out of bounds off her hand. If that call had gone New York's way, the Liberty would have had a chance to hit a game-tying three-pointer. Instead, the referees ruled that the ball went off a Liberty player, giving possession back to Las Vegas. The decision shocked the crowd and sparked instant outrage.
3 rebounds from Michaela Timpson. Outside of Caitlin Clark, I gotta say this. Outside of Caitlin Clark, I might have the most faith in Michaela Timpson to make a layup on this team. No bullshit. No bullshit. Outside of Caitlin Clark, I might have the most faith in Michaela Timpson to make a run-of-the-mill fundamental layup. To finish around the rim, even in traffic. Michaela Timpson right behind Caitlin Clark in terms of my faith in them. Ty Harris didn't really do much today, but I don't really expect Ty Harris to do much. She wasn't really a negative on the floor today, so I will give Ty Harris that. Let's take a look at some of the footage, shall we? Impossible angle. This pass is nasty. Look at this dime. Look at this dime. Caitlin Clark, head up. Kelsey cuts. Look at this. In between, she's passing in between 3 players before the ball even leaves her hand. And then, whoop, it passes a 4th by the time it gets to Kelsey. Caitlin Clark made a pass to Kelsey Mitchell that passed 4 Portland Fire players before it got to Kelsey Mitchell's hands. Nasty work for CC22. Caitlin Clark from anywhere. Caitlin Clark creates space and buries a deep 3. I love that little skip dribble she does as she sizes up her opponents. Up, in between, step back, 3, right in your face. You ain't guarding that. You ain't guarding that. And you know what? She lets them know right after. She lets them know. You can't guard that shit. You can't guard that. In that first...
Breanna Stewart didn't hide her frustration after the loss. Despite finishing with 26 points and 11 rebounds, she believed the game was decided by a missed call. Speaking after the game, Stewart openly questioned the officials' decision and said she was convinced they got it wrong. She even pointed to Aya Wilson's reaction, saying Wilson started walking back toward midcourt as if she expected the ball to be given to New York. When a reporter asked if she truly believed the referees made the wrong call, Stewart answered without hesitation, saying, "Yeah, I did. So did Aya." That comment immediately exploded across social media. Many fans argued that a player instinctively running back on defense often means they believe possession has changed, making Stewart's observation even more controversial. Replay clips quickly went viral, and accusations spread that the officials had protected one of the league's biggest stars during the game's most important moment.
Chris, you guys are giving up the most threes this month, and they shot 46% from deep tonight. I guess, what do you think is going on with your guys' perimeter defense in particular, especially, I mean, there's layers to that, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, they hit some open ones and they hit some tough ones, but you can't take everything away. So I think in general, like, we want to definitely protect the 3-point line, but against this team especially, like, they're very good in the paint. Like, we know that, and they got hot a little bit, and obviously we have to do a better job with our shot challenges, and probably earlier than that, probably just pursued and trying to get connected and not stress our bigs out. Like, you can't take away the rim, paint, and the 3-point line. So I just think overall, like, we got to keep taking the right steps forward. And again, it's more about not the three going up, but what happens before that, and we just need to be attached a little bit more, continue to fight.
And Brianna, just like big picture on the defense for this month, it's definitely like dropped a little bit without Leo and Satu and all of that. But I guess just what do you think needs to change for you guys to be able to like up the intensity on that end and have more resistance?
I mean, I think, just continuing to be up and in a little bit more. Like that just means like everybody has a little bit higher pickup point based on their individual matchup. But like our defense is changing scheme to scheme based on the games. So I think that, we're...
The WNBA delivered two completely different kinds of drama in one unforgettable weekend. In Portland, Caitlin Clark kept making history by breaking more records, while Sophie Cunningham silenced a hostile crowd with clutch shots and helped the Indiana Fever earn their 5th straight win. Meanwhile, in Las Vegas, Breanna Stewart left the court furious after a controversial out-of-bounds call that she believes cost the New York Liberty a chance to tie the game and force overtime. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think the referees made the wrong call in the final seconds, or was it simply a difficult decision that went the wrong way? And after another triple-double, another record, and another dominant Fever victory, is Caitlin Clark putting together one of the greatest statistical seasons in WNBA history? Share your thoughts in the comments.